If you're feeling a little bit cheeky and you're in the market for a new game controller, then you simply must consider the Turtle Beach Stealth Pivot, because this thing's got a few tricks up its sleeve, shall we say. Now, I've done the research for you. This video condenses the vital news and reviewer gossip and the customer feedback into a smaller palatable package. So use this video as a buyer's guide, and if you're seriously interested in one of these controllers, then watch this video first. First, let's have a chinwag about the key features. Now, you might have noticed the star feature of this controller. Be honest, have you ever seen that feature, lads? These modules flip the other way round, so basically you get 3 controllers in one. You can set your controller up to be best fitted for the types of games that you play. 1 minute, you can be bumming some dickhead from behind on Call of Duty. Next, you could be bumming him head to head in Street Fighter. Now, is all this talk of bumming making you a bit excited? Comment below. Notice, when you switch the models round, lads, the D-pad moves from down there to up there. This puts it in a more natural position for fighting games and retro platformers. Result. And then check out the triggers at the back of the controller. They got these nifty little locks, you see, to stop them a bit earlier. Now, what that's gonna do is speed up your reaction time when you're shooting some bummer in his Chevy Chase. Then you got these Hall effect sticks, you see, and these give you a ton of benefits. First of all, it's got this man's name on it, so it's pretty fucking tough. These switches will actually last you at least 4 times as long as a regular switch. Second, you know when you're playing a game right and your character's running wherever the fuck he wants to? Yeah, well, that's called stick drift. And it's not some fancy drift that Vin Diesel pulls off in a scene of The Fast and the Furious, you donut. You can think of all effect sensors like the traction control in a motor, except it's for your controller. Basically, this thing's not going anywhere. Oh no, son. No. You see, in a regular shitty switch, what happens is, basically dirt gets all up inside your controller. You know all those Doritos you keep stuffing your gob with when you play Mario Kart? Well, those little crisp crumbs, they gotta go somewhere in it. So if you get a controller with all effect switches, you can wave goodbye to that little phenomenon, lads. Then this controller's basically got this sweet little screen. Now, it gives you updates about things that are happening inside a game. It even reads out messages that your mates are sending you. Kushti. It's got a 20-hour battery life, and it supports play and charge via USB-C, and that will give you a squirt of juice when you need it the most. Inside the box, you're gonna get the controller itself, a 2.5 meter USB cable, and a wireless USB transmitter. Now, that transmitter thingy, me bob, is essential. It's for the lag-free gaming, lads. Use it or lose it. If you get this controller in FPS games, you're a winner. And fighting games, driving games, 2D platformers, the lot. By the way, it's also got this control center app on the computer, and here you can make all your customizations to the buttons. Now, I won't spend any more time on that because I'm fucking bored already. Listen up, lads. Don't forget the nifty little design features it's got. Notice the rubber grips here. That'll give you the edge when you're getting a bit sweaty. And it wouldn't be a gaming controller without a hint of RGB lighting. And it's got a little bit of blue accent in there under the thumbstick. I mean, the only thing it's really lacking is a great big Union flag on the front. But we can fix that, can't we? There you are. Much better. As for compatibility, here's a list of platforms this is compatible with. Using the wired connection, it's compatible with PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and the S model as well. But who cares about the Xbox S? That's for poor people. And some smart TVs will support it as well. Now, using a Bluetooth connection, it's compatible with Windows, Android 8, and smart TVs with Bluetooth. Remember this, lads. The wireless dongle for the lag-free gaming, that is only supported by Windows 10 and 11 PCs. Remember, when you use it on the Xbox, it's only a wired connection. Now, why can't they just make one controller that suits all the consoles, mate? It's fucking frustrating, but oh well. If you know one, leave your answer below. Help all the lads out, you know what I mean? Now, shall we see what everyone's saying about this controller then? Well, GameRant.com says a lot of good things about this, saying it's a great premium controller on its own, even without the module switching. And then you got XboxEra.com. Now, this lad reckons the Turtle Beach Stealth Pivot is one of the best premium controllers he's used in the last 2 years. And he's used a lot of controllers. He's been very hands-on. You can bet your bottom sausage. The only thing he reckons lets the side down is the software. I also watched loads of video reviews on it, and here's what the YouTubers are saying. So this lad, Game Tech Talk, reckons Turtle Beach's other controller, the Stealth Ultra, is overall a little bit better when you use it for FPS games. But this pivot controller is the best controller overall when you take into account all other genres. And this geezer, Mekal Casanova, is that really your name? You must be a hit with the ladies then, innit, mate? With a name like Casanova. Anyway, he says this is one of the best overall controllers you can get, but the only thing that really pisses him off is you can't connect wirelessly to Xbox, and there's no PS5 version. One more thing, don't forget that it does not work with a Nintendo Switch, but I don't think people really give a rat's ass about that, innit? I don't think these style controllers work that intuitively with Nintendo products. It's all about the GameCube controller, keeping it old school. So what about those lads on Reddit and Amazon reviews then? It's important to hear what the actual customers have got to say about this too. Yeah, so on Reddit, basically most people are moaning that you can't use it as a wireless controller on the Xbox. I can't really see many other complaints, but this lad here hopes the quality control is better than the Stealth Ultra from Turtle Beach, because apparently that thing had a lot of issues. Now I've got a controller from Turtle Beach and I've had no issues with it, but I can't speak for the Stealth Ultra because I've never owned that one. Now check out this lad on Amazon. He reckons it's a really good controller overall as well. He says, I'm super impressed with this controller. It offers something unique and really fits with the games I play. This has to be the one of the best controllers at this price point on the market at the moment. He goes on to say that he likes the build quality and the fact that the screen offers just enough information to the user without feeling gimmicky. Okay, well this guy here gave it a 2-star review, lads. I gotta be honest. His unit broke and there was apparently some sort of popping sound inside the controller. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen to you though, does it? In my opinion, just make sure you do buy it on Amazon, and if it breaks, we'll just get Amazon to take it back. They're good like that. Now if you're adamant that you want it to last longer than 1 year, then just whack an Amazon extended warranty on it. I checked it out earlier. For 3 years of cover, it only costs an extra 17 quid. That's gotta be worth it, innit? If you can afford 120 notes for the controller, then what's 17 quid, lads? Be honest. You know what? Fuck it. I think I've sold it to myself, lads. I'm buying this controller for myself, because that one I reviewed last month, it was good, but it weren't quite what I was looking for, like. Now if you're gonna buy it, be a lad, do us a favour and click one of my links, would ya? Help a fella geezer out, you know what I mean? So that's Bob's your uncle and Sally's your aunt. That's been your buyer's guide of the Turtle Beach Stealth Pivot. Now if you've got something to say about this controller, then leave your comments below. Bosh.